Hey guys, got some snowballs. Tommy? I wonder where they are. So what do we got? Gone shoveling, C letter. Back in PM, cheers, Steve and Roger. So this is from Bert. 3 months ago, my company transferred me from Jacksonville, Florida to Buffalo, New York. Now I need to get ready for my first winter up north. Got any tips? Yeah, Bert, learn how to make these.
All right, Roger. So what is Bert going to need to deal with winter?
A ticket back to Jacksonville.
He's going to want one after about 2 snowstorms, I'll tell you that. But I think he's stuck.
Yeah.
Now, one thing we should say before we go into the tools is snow shoveling is really strenuous. My grandfather died after shoveling snow in Dixon, Wyoming.
You're kidding me.
No. So if you're not fit or if you have any health concerns, you better get checked out by a doc.
Yeah, a shovel full of snow can weigh 20 pounds or more.
Okay, so on to shovels.
All right, Bert goes downstairs in Buffalo in the cellar and starts looking for a shovel, and this is one of the first things he finds, a steel-bladed coal shovel.
Coal shovel. Man, this thing weighs a ton.
Yep.
It is short.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what this will do to your back?
Yeah, I can. It'll be very sore, won't it?
And it won't carry much snow.
Not at all. So he goes down cellar and he finds another tool, an aluminum-bladed shovel, a little wider, used for moving light material around.
Not bad. A little bit lighter. You can carry a lot of snow with it, but still, it's just too short, Roger.
Yeah, and imagine if you hit something with that. I mean, it's just going to blow your elbows out.
Oh, yeah. That shock transmits to your elbow. Okay, what else?
Well, he sits around the house, he says, maybe it'll melt then. I don't need a shovel. Maybe I can get a kid to do it. None of those work, right? So he hobbles into his car with his sore back and his sore elbows, and he goes down to the store. And every store during a snowstorm has these out front.
$9.95.
There you go.
They're not bad.
Well, it's an aluminum blade with a fairly long handle. But what happens is, as soon as you hit something with this, or you step on it, they bend.
Right.
They crumple up, and they're useless.
So it'll get you through one snowstorm.
One snowstorm. So rather than invest in a one-storm shovel, I'd rather see you go for something that's going to last, and that's this one here. Now, this has a plastic shovel pad to it.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's freeze-resistant. You can leave it out. It won't crack. It won't break. It's great. And then they put a metal edge on it to help you scrape.
Really scrape off the pavement. And it's got a non-skid surface on the shaft, too. And it's
look at the
narrow.
height of it, right?
Yeah.
Now, the great thing about that is that's a pushing shovel.
Right.
When you're shoveling snow, you want to push the snow rather than lift it. You know, you keep lifting snow and lifting snow, your heartbeat's going to be going 100 miles an hour. So push is much better than
All right,
lift.
so we're going to hang on to this.
Right. Here's the next generation, okay? An ergonomically designed shovel so that when you're shoveling, you can lift without bending over.
Right.
Try that.
And it's lightweight.
Lightweight.
And believe it or not, you can do a lot of work with this shovel.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll hang on to that one, too.
Yep. Now, of course, there's always specialty items. Now, this is one of the things I like people to have. This is for the car. Short one, extends out, store it in the car. You get stuck in the snow, in case of emergency, you got a way to get yourself out.
All right, I'm going to hang on to this. This goes right in the
I
back of my
figured you'd
truck.
hang on to that. Now, another specialty item. You know what this is?
I know what that is, but I'll tell you, Bert's not going to like what this represents. Let's show him.
Go ahead.
All right, that's the last section, Roger.
Okay, what we have is a series of aluminum sections we put together on this snow roof rake. Okay, so it gives us about 15 feet of reach where we can go up onto the roof with this plastic scoop on the end and pull all the snow down.
So
now,
if you want to clear snow from around a skylight or you have a concern that you're going to get ice dams, this is the tool for you. That works pretty good, doesn't it?
for $40, it avoids climbing up on a slippery, wet roof. Give that a try. Pretty slick, huh?
Yeah, it works great. But still, Roger, this is a specialty item.
Yeah, Bert may not need that.
All right, let's grab our favorite shovels. Snow's coming down pretty good. Let's see how they work. Well, Roger, I really like the way this shovel has this angled handle. That really eases the strain on the back. And I like to try to sweep it off the path. Lift it as little.
I'm more of a pusher, Steve.
Yeah, you are.
I like just take and push everything off.
Yeah, but then you end up with a big pile that you got to deal with.
You do. But when you have to move a pile, Steve, you get a good grip, bend your knees, straight back, and just deposit it to the side. Remember, push as much as you can, lift as little as possible.
Or wait till it thaws.
That'll work.
Now, they've got something that runs on electricity. What's that all about?
Power shovel, Steve, I got one set up on the deck to show you.
Yeah, that is pretty cool, Roger.
How do you like that, Steve? You just plug it into a ground fault outlet, no gas to try to start, no gas engine to try to start in the middle of the winter, and it powers that little plastic auger.
Just sprays it in front of you. Let me give it a shot.
Okay.
I'll buy one. How much?
$120, Steve.
Perfect for a small patio.
Yes.
But if you have a big driveway and a big snowfall, then you need
Big power. Well, Steve, size does matter, huh?
Yeah, yours is bigger, but mine's faster.
Yeah, but look at the swath I cut. It's unbelievable. But with a big machine, you got problems. You got to store it. Repairs are expensive, and it's expensive to buy initially, over $1,000.
This one's about 600. It's what they call a single stage. It's just one paddle that throws the snow. And it's ideal for a small driveway, flat surface. So you buy the machine that fits your needs.
And with a driveway like this, I would say big horsepower is the
Big
way
one.
to go. Yep.
Well, let's finish it up and head back to the loft for coffee.
And now, it's time for What Is It?
First item, gentlemen, is this device that, well, all the writing is in Japanese. And the dead giveaway is the needle and the gauge.
I know what it is.
Yeah, I know you know what it is. You always know what it is.
Actually, that's Chinese.
You don't know the
I'm
difference.
multicultural. Don't give me that. I would guess that this, you could lock this at the right depth, and this is some sort of tattooing. So you don't hit an artery. I mean, artery.
No, it's too long for that, but it's just the right length to stick in a hamburger on the grill, and that gives you the core temperature.
Oh, so that's
in
the
degrees.
temperature?
Yeah,
Yeah,
centigrade.
no, I know what it
Okay,
is.
I'm not eating at your house.
The gauge is actually, like, that would be 9,000 miles. It's basically a gauge that you put in between your tread of your tire, and when it hits the lower car, it means that you've driven 9,000 miles on those tires.
And that's just before you ruin your tires.
Well, you don't push it that hard. Jeez, that's why I don't let you handle the tools.
When you see what this is, you're going to want one.
Yeah.
In fact, you're going to want a lot
I
of
want
them.
it already.
Yeah. This is actually a stud finder.
Oh, there's a line in there.
And the way you use it is you just stick it right through the wall.
Nice.
Yeah, you try to avoid the electrical
Right.
wires and
Right,
stuff
right,
like that.
yeah.
And then when you hit a stud, see, it stops. And then, this is the bonus part of this tool. You can even lock it, and that gives you the depth
Thickness of the...
of
know
the
the length of
drywall.
screw.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Good. And no batteries.
No batteries. Yeah. Not sold in stores.
Not bad.
All right, I'll take that.
Touch it on tattoo.
All right, 2 parts plastic, round on the outside edge, square on the inside.
Yeah, this is part 1 of part 2, obviously. I can see there's probably a barrel or something that goes underneath this, and this is for recycling square plastic.
Come on, Tommy. It's a fashion
No
item.
problems.
It's a fashion item. You know, if you're having trouble,
I
you're
haven't
drooling. You've gotten to the age
Or
where
keeps
you're
it from
drooling.
hurting your
Yeah,
ears.
well, it's you can put it on. Yeah, you put it on for lunch so you don't ruin your tie.
I saw that in the Jetsons. Yeah. It's funny to see this again. I haven't seen it in years since the boys were really small. We used to use this as for potty training. We used to put this over the toilet, and the kids would go right in there. But it wasn't green back then. I remember it wasn't green. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, hold that, Richard. Now, what it's really for is to go around a post. You know, have a fence in your yard?
Oh, yeah.
And it's always a bear to trim around it or keep the weeds away from it. So you mount this on the ground around your post, and you never have to trim again. And you never
Tell us what it really is, Roger.
That's what it really is, Steve.
My grass is usually brown, so this will really stand out. This shouldn't be too bad. It's just a window cord replacement.
Hello.
Hi, Bernice. Tom Silva. Ask this old house. How are you?
Good to meet you. Please come
Nice to
in.
meet you. Ooh, cold and snow out there, I tell you.
Today.
Glad to be in here. I think that would made the traffic heavy. It always does, the snowfall. Boy, how old is this place?
This house was built in 1920.
I love it. I love the fact that when I pulled up, I could park, too. A great neighborhood.
That's what's great about it.
How long have you been here?
I've been here since 1977.
Really? Long time.
Yes, a long time.
Great. I love the way you've decorated this place. Boy, what a great room. Coffered ceiling. Boy, this looks original.
Yes, I've tried to leave some of the detail original.
Very nice job. The house looks like it's in great shape. I love your artwork.
Thank you. I'm an arts publisher.
How are you?
Yes.
Boy, this is a busy piece, isn't it?
Yes, that's an original art piece by Paul Goodnight.
Well, you've done a wonderful job in decorating this. Oh, we have a pet.
Yes.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Person, that's Dinka.
Dinka. His dinker top.
No, he makes a lot of noise.
I had one very noisy. Mine was a parakeet. Very noisy. Listen, we got your email.
Yes?
It said mentioned something about some sash cords.
Yes, I have a problem with a couple of those.
All right, let's take a look.
Let me show you.
All right. Well, I love the way you've left your woodwork unpainted. That's great. Nice warm feeling. Nice dining room.
Thank you.
This the window?
Yes, it is.
I see one's missing and one is broken.
One's completely gone and that one's broken.
Well, you know, Bernice, this isn't a lot of work to replace one of these things. If you, now, what did you do in the hot summer here? You weren't able to...
Well, I can take a lot of heat.
You can? Good for you. Well, this isn't a real hard job. I'm surprised that you haven't challenged this job, or took this job on yourself.
Well, you know, I've seen it done, but I haven't attempted it. I know the windows are very heavy and I didn't want to break it.
Well, that's good, but why don't I show you how to do one, and then if you break another one later on, you can do it yourself.
Okay, I think I could.
All right, I'll get some tools. Well, Bernice, you're really lucky because these stops right here you have are actually screwed in place. A lot of guys will nail them in place and they'll paint them and cover over the nails and then you can't adjust them. And what I mean by that is these are also adjustable. In the area that I'm taking the screw out is a brass insert. That brass insert has a slot in it. And if I loosen the screw, I can take this stop and push it tighter or back it off a little bit from the window. These stops hold the windows in place. On a windy day, if they weren't there, they'd blow out. On a cold winter night, you'd let a lot of cold air in. But by removing these screws on both sides, taking both stops off, we then will take the sash out, and you're going to see an opening so we can get to the weights. See how easy that comes off?
Oh, that was so easy.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be hard.
I thought it was going to be hard.
So we'll take the sash out first.
Is it really heavy?
Not too bad. Now, we can begin to see what we have here. The top sash. It's going to come down too. What I have to do next is I have to remove this potting bead. This holds the upper sash in place up against the outside. Now these are tough to get out. The good thing is that these are not painted, and if we were to break it, you can still buy them at some lumber yards. But I want to be real careful not to break it. I might have to pull this out from the bottom.
Do we need to fix the upper sash? I never opened that.
Oh, we've gone this far, Bernice. We gotta fix them both.
You got it out without breaking it.
Yeah, we sure did. Okay, now we'll lower this one. Needs a little work. It's jamming up in there. Okay, Bernice, I might need you to help me with this a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this side out. You just hold that for me so it doesn't fall out, because I need to release some of the pressure on this so I can pull this down. And now I'm going to have to just cut this cord. There. Now just let this cord go nice and easy. I'm going to put a line on there because I don't want it to fall. You all right?
I'm fine, I got it.
Okay, let's tie this off. Okay, now we'll do the same thing on this one. Let it right down. You got that?
I've got it.
It's not too heavy, is it?
No, it's not heavy at all.
Okay, I'm gonna cut this.
Well, this is a two-person job.
Yeah, good. Yeah, 4 hands are better than 2. All right, Bernice, behind this hidden panel are the weights and the ropes in an open space with a lot of cold air. Now, the cold air we can't do much with this type of system, but we'll get the weights and pulleys working right.
Okay.
Boy, this is a nice tight fit, Bernice. The carpenter who cut these did a great job. Now this little door, or hidden panel, if you notice, is a rabbet on the top and a rabbet on the bottom, all cut by hand to sit up against this piece here. And that holds this door in place. Now, let's reach inside here, and we'll see one of the weights. There's one. We should have another one in there. There it is right there. Now what I got to do with that is I got to cut that line up there so that this weight will fall.
All right, so we have 2 weights, one for the upper, one for the lower.
No, there's one on each side. That's correct. Each sash has 2. Okay, now before I break this line free, we're going to take advantage of it being already attached to that weight inside the wall. Can you hold that for me? I brought some string. I'm going to tie a small line to this. once we let this line go, you're going to see what's going to happen. I'm going to attach another line to this one. Okay, let this go now. I tie this. What I'm going to do is let that right down. That's in there. Now we have a string that we can attach the new cord to and pull it down. Okay, go ahead.
Tommy, are we using just regular clothesline?
Well, this is actually, it's sold as sash cord. You always want to buy the best that you can buy because, you know, you don't want to do this too often. So it'll be good for another 50 years if you let it last. Buy the right stuff. Take this out. Now, the tricky part here is I got to get this out of here. Down and around.
How old do you think this is?
This is probably original to the house. It's pretty dry.
Yeah.
Lasted a long time. Push this back in. Okay, now.
That'll do it, huh?
That's that one. Now this other line here, Bernice, we don't have a cord sticking out the pulley, so I've tied on this screw to the line. Hopefully it'll be weighted enough to pull it down so that we can catch it. There it goes.
And it's working.
Yep. Just push that in there like there it is. Okay. Now for the only real tricky part is we have to get the sash cord in this slot, out this hole, tie a knot in it. But the hard part is finding the length of the cord. We don't want it to be too long, and we don't want it to be too short. Okay, so now the weight is down, bottomed out. Now the window in this position is open, so I'm going to pull the cord down, bring the weight up till it stops.
All the way to the top?
All the way to the top. Now I'm going to let it come down about 3 inches, just about there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to mark the line where the hole is, right there. Now I know that's where I'm going to have to tie a knot. Okay, so now I'm going to cut that, allow a little bit, hold this line for me so it doesn't fall. Don't let it slide. I'm going to allow a little bit of extra here. There's the line, if you can tie that knot. Let me pick this up a little bit.
There's the mark?
Yep, tie the knot.
There's that mark.
That's good.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect. Now we'll just slide it up, and we're going to cut off the excess. There's one side. Okay, now let's just test it. Make sure we didn't cut it too long or too short. We had a nail in there. It's hanging out. There it goes. Now it's going to close. Doesn't bottom out. And it's going to open. Perfect. Now we're ready for the other side.
Oh, it works beautifully.
Beautiful.
Beautifully.
Okay. We'll block up those holes.
Oh, okay.
We're doing well.
Tommy, I haven't been able to operate this window in a lot of years.
Well, who knows? You might get another hot summer. You might need to open that.
I will.
You guys fit them so well. You got to make sure you have the right one.
That's right. They're unique, aren't they?
They sure are. All right, we've got a couple of screws in that one. Okay, we're going to put on the last window stop. And when we put this on, we want to adjust it so that there's enough slip in the window so that it goes by relatively easy. But we still want to have some drag in there for efficiency.
All right, to hold it tight.
Yeah, it holds it firm against the sash. We get them in there, screws in there first, and then start adjusting it. Okay, let's test it. It works pretty good.
It works fabulous.
All right, there's one, all done. You saw how it was.
Great.
You got a couple more, go ahead and try them. If you're getting any trouble, give us a call. Maybe we can help you.
All right, thank you
All right,
so much, Tommy.
Thanks, it was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed it.
Well, Tommy, this is good for pumping the iron, but still good for raising the window?
Yeah, Ronald. It
Yeah.
is.
I still have these in my house.
Yeah, I did, but I took them out because I was concerned about the cold air around the window, so I insulated that pocket.
Can you still get these as a replacement part?
They're difficult to get as a replacement part, so if you want to keep your windows original and you're doing a renovation project, don't throw them out in that
That's not in my
process.
basement. Ooh. Oh, the snow bunnies are here.
Who's up for a little snowball fight? Now remember, folks, this show thrives on your questions. So keep those cards and letters coming in. Until next time, I'm Steve Thomas.
I'm Rich Trethui.
I'm Tom Silva. I'm Roger Cook.
For Ask This Old House. And hasta la vista. Email your questions to our online address, asktoh@pbs.org, or write to us, care of This Old House Magazine, 1185 Avenue of the Americas, New York, New York, 10036. And thanks.